Hi, good morning. I'm Jill Wright Callender, and I'm the author of The Happy Little Garbage Truck. It's an educational program that's intended to help teachers teach social skills and in a fun way. I have to add that to the description because teaching social skills is a very, in most cases, very difficult, but a thing to do. But when you're thinking about how children love to have fun, I thought about many ways that I could approach this because I, for 27 plus years, taught students who were on the autism spectrum. And I knew from my OTs and my PTs and behaviorists working along with me in our classroom that this was a key skill that all children, not just my children in special education, needed. And so, one little boy in particular uh, set me on this journey because he was only interested in garbage trucks. And so, my mother and I came up with an idea um, because I said, Mom, I just don't know how to reach this child. And I said, he's only interested in garbage trucks. She says, well, write a story about a garbage truck that learned some social skills and at least clue him into a topic that he's interested in and then teach him from that perspective. This is what education is all about. You have to meet the child where he is or she is and then bring them along to where you would like for them to be. So social skills is pretty much the same type of content that you first have to find what a child is interested in. And most children are interested in having fun. So, reason number one was that teachers felt that it was beyond their scope to be able to teach something like social skills to children. And that's why I brought up this story about this little boy and how we incorporated his interest into the teaching of the social skills. The second reason is that most teachers don't feel as though that they can incorporate social skills into their subject matter. And I just reviewed that there are about 41 states that are still using Common Core standards. And as a teacher consultant, I worked with teachers who are also who are doing their work towards getting their credential within a large school district. And that was one of the key reasons why they felt they could not teach social studies, that, we're back to back with everything that the Common Course program has. And there's no time, there's no wiggle room. And I said, well, how about recess? When the children come back from recess, you can play games with them, right? And says, well, yeah. And so some teachers are saying, that is the key time that they could work with a student. So you don't have to incorporate it into a subject area, is my point. You can actually take some of that quote unquote downtime and incorporate a lesson here, a lesson there. And the most important lesson is building up a child's self-esteem. And that's the foundation of the Happy Little Garbage Truck. It was a little truck that needed to feel as though he was worthwhile after things changed in his community. And so that was the foundation of reaching all of my students. This is, you're all so valuable. You're small but mighty, just like the little garbage truck. And so incorporate it as best you can by looking at what you can do that's fun. That's the second point. First, social skills, building self-esteem, and how can you make it fun? Well, there are so many ways. First of all, taking that idea about trying to find an interest area of a child, we created a poster of all about me poster. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that next time. But it got children interested in the content because they were actually talking about what they like to do. So next time, all about me. Okay, take care. God bless you. And please incorporate social skills in your curriculum however you can, and I'll give you a few tips and tools as to how I did. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.